boss boy of Sudan, and this is my story.
His life as the future King Deng had a perfect beginning until the living death from the attack by the government militias.
So we just had the sound of gun, killing people, shooting people, running houses, kidnap. People they're running different way, direction, and you never see your family no more.
We don't know where we were going, we were just walking.
All villages that we have were attacked at the same time. So all we had to do, you have to run.
And we see our uncle, they kill him and then they cut him with the hammer. And I was scared and I cried. And then she said, "Don't cry, you know, God knows you, God knows."
He was born in a peaceful world region in the South Sudanese village of Jerbil in Wulu. He leads one of the most primitive civilizations of the modern world. His father perceived his intentions. He said he had the royal bloodline flowing through his veins. No matter what happened in life, he would become a king someday.
He proved himself that he is the person to be the king. His voice, his action, his word make him the king of the village.
His father dreamt about him many times, leading his people in a place he had never seen before. Deng was kidnapped by the militia, but escaped after they tried to recruit him.
They want to kidnap us to the north, and we're running out.
King Deng was taken by the Sudan government.
They stop me, say don't look up, look down in Arabic, and I could not even speak Arabic that time. I don't know Arabic, so my body started shaking all the thing. They asked me, do you know where is rebel? SPL? I don't know. I'm privileged. I don't know nothing.
At that point, King Deng knew that he had to escape to lead his people.
When he escaped, that was a blessing.
His family killed.
They killed my family.
Little Deng was alone in the world and ran for his life. Deng hid and slept in lulu trees for days, avoiding capture and to save himself from being eaten by hyenas who circled his tree at night. He survived just barely on the fruit from the lulu tree. With the sound of gunshots and exploding bombs in the distance, Deng knew the only chance for survival he had was to walk as far as he could to find safety.
I never see gun, I saw gun, I never see body dead, I see body dead around.
They come and bomb. Then in the morning I wake up, I run with other people. When I see other people run, we run.
Then as they crossed the River Nile and the Gilo River filled with crocodiles, out of nowhere there was an attack. They lost 5,000 of their people that day, and a woman who Deng did not know at the time covered him with the lifeless human carcasses that had just been killed in order to hide. Bombs dropped overhead, and Deng was hit with shrapnel.
I was shot.
And I thought he was dead because there was a lot of, pool of blood everywhere.
So you say sleep down. If you not sleep down because the bullet is still coming.
No, King Deng is down. Can we try to move him somewhere to get assistance?
He shoved his intestines back inside his body and continued to walk when the gunfire ended.
Every time we went to any tree shadow, we just sit there for maybe a couple of hours and then move after that. We have to travel slowly.
Some of the others were running out of strength because of lack of food and water.
They die of thirsty, of hunger. Lion eat them. Some wild animal, I don't know, hyenas. Yes, they eat some of them.
Among the 300 walking with King in the desert, barely 200 made it because of sudden death. In that desert, there were several creatures. Vultures, lions, waiting for anyone to die in order to devour the body. Hyenas and wilderness snakes were hungry for human flesh, and they were waiting vigilantly to gobble anybody in their defenselessness and weakness.
Mostly bad fight at night time. No way we can run. You don't know where to run to. You understand? Get you. You be lucky, didn't get you.
They had to sleep with worries because if they made it to the next morning, it was because of the grace of God. Deng is the recognized leader of the displaced Sudanese in the U.S. from the various tribes in the South.
He was our leader, yes.
He take care for us a lot. My dad died when we were very small. That's made me cry.
Deng's story is a first-hand account of a coming-of-age leader.
This is what you do to protect yourself. So we always follow his advice.
He parallels the conflict in the Sudan to present-day world conflicts, rather than the typified isolated North versus South tale. Today, King Deng is leading his people in exile.
Everybody here is talking about King Deng, King Deng, King Deng.
If King Deng come to you, it would help and it would support other people that who are really suffering.
One of his goals is to be able to go back home and rebuild the country. He wanted to participate to help orphanage kids. He wanted to do a lot of social works and to be able to help, to give something back to the society or to the community.
I have the hope one day that I can go back to my village.
King's story chronicles the successful settlement of his people in America and a thriving cultural community under his protective and respected leadership.
This is life for me, so it's very important. So I keep this, and I want to let the world know. So we got our country, but people have to respect all the dignity. They stand with me. I love them. Love them so much. I'm crying for my people. We have a new generation of lost boys and girls. We need to hear their crying this time. They love me.
We have a war on hunger, war on diseases, and we have a war on illiteracy. So King Deng is fighting for all those things. We have to fight the hunger, we have to fight the diseases, we have to fight the illiterate, bring school to kids so that they can know about other worlds, they can know how to read and write. At least they know something. So what I'm saying is, whatever support that anybody can do to support King Deng in his dream will be much appreciated.
My people need me.